In a big development to the vexed Naga political issue, Government of India is ready to incorporate the Yazapu, the Naga constitution, into the Indian constitution and has agreed for a civil and cultural flag for the Nagas. This was confirmed to Hornbill TV by the Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patton. He also informed that the Government of India has reiterated its stand that Naga flag will not be used for any government events and establishments. Patton said the state government is trying to push for solution before General Assembly elections.
As we've been informed that the Government of India has agreed to incorporate the Naga constitution into the Indian constitution. So, is it confirmed, sir?
No. During our meeting with Honorable Prime Minister and Home Minister Amit Shah,
Yes, sir.
along with my Honorable Chief Minister and few cabinet colleagues and core committee members,
Yes, sir.
Amit Shah, our Home Minister, is clear that our Yazapu, that Yazapu constitution, we call it Yazapu. Our Yazapu will be incorporated in the Indian constitution. But they have
It's confirmed
here with us.
Yes, sir. Okay. And also, sir, what about the Naga flag? So it said that the Naga flag would be allowed to use in cultural and civil events. So is it also confirmed?
Yes, the other day when the core committee met our Home Minister, it was clear from his side that now they will allow Naga flag.
Yes, sir.
They'll give a Naga flag, but that will be for use of civil and culture. That cannot be used in the government program. That cannot be common officials' flag.
So may we also know about the developments regarding the meeting with A.K. Mishra?
Whatever we discussed earlier, the same thing. So we are going to meet our Home Minister on Monday.
Okay. And
he gave us appointment on Monday. The Government of India is serious, so we are requesting them that to settle to resolve our issue before elections. That is our request.
If the decision to incorporate the Yazabu with the Indian constitution is confirmed, then what is the plan of the government to reconcile? I mean, to bring all the NNPGs and the IM to agree to this decision, sir.
We are also on the job that all the political groups should unite and have a discussion with the Government of India, because some says they will not for constitution and Yazapu. I feel that there's not any problem, but especially this flag.
Yes, sir.
The main issue is flag and constitution, So we'll come to know after meeting our Home Minister on Monday the outcome of our meeting.
Who were the delegations from Nagaland along with you and the Chief Minister and with A.K. Mishra, sir?
This my Honorable Chief Minister, myself, Pierre Deleng, Azu, who is the co-convener of this UK,
Right, sir.
and UT Chairman Pierre Deleng, Azu, Taito, Pangyu, Chungpang, Nebakrono.
Okay. And lastly, sir, like you have mentioned earlier, you did mention that the NNPGs and the IM have much problem with the constitution, the incorporation of the Yazabu with the Indian constitution. So is it also confirmed that they're okay with it, sir?
No. I have no comment, but now, since that is the offer from the Government of India, so whether they will accept or not. It is up to the our political groups. No?
Yes, sir.
That is the offer from GOI.
Yes.
Even for this flag also, that is the offer from government of India. So it is up to our political groups.
Correct.
And now to discuss more on this development of the Indo-Naga peace talk, we have our senior news analyst El Nguli joining us from the newsroom. Hi Sel, thank you so much for joining me tonight. So Sel, as we have this current development in the Naga peace talk here, what in terms of constitutional system might mean the term incorporation in the context of the Naga political system, if at all an agreement is arrived at?
Yeah, these are exciting times like we have seen the reports, and I think there's also a lot of confusion. But then again, there is also a side that is quite elated with the development, because it might herald that the peace talks are actually moving forward. And somehow there is some kind of a breakthrough in here, especially in regard to the whole concept of having a separate constitution and a flag for the people of Nagaland or administrative areas where Naga population is higher. But anyway, besides the confusion and the election on both sides, I think here incorporation by what the government leaders are saying is specifically only to say that we are going to take a part of the salient features of your political characters and put it in the Constitution of India. So it's not necessarily drafting a new constitution by what I understand, because if we look back at the 1957 Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir, they enjoyed a very, very special status. They had their own flag, they had their own constitution, and there was administrative autonomy. So it must be something related, something similar to that. Otherwise, if we call it incorporation, I don't think it should be in two different drafts of constitution. That is not possible. So by what I understand right now, and things are a bit sketchy too, even from the reports from the government of India, what I understand is that it will be a separate entity within the Constitution of India.
Mean that a separate component be created in the constitution that defines the autonomy of the Naga areas that come within the ambit of the solution?
Yeah, definitely. You will have to have a different and a completely exclusive section within the Constitution of India. For example, Article 370, Jammu and Kashmir, it was contained in Part 21st of the Constitution of India of the Transitional and Special Provisions section. So within this section, Article 370 was included, and if there is some kind of an incorporation of the Naga constitution within the Constitution of India, it will be a separate entity within the constitution, but it will also have a different functional personality of its own. So it's practically saying, oh, you give me a little piece of this and we will keep it in here. And although you are part of the constitution, you're still going to enjoy a very exclusive place in the political structure of the country. So it's basically putting a new piece within the Constitution of India.
Lastly, if at all the proposal given by the government of India is accepted, then isn't it still the same Indian constitution which Nagaland or the Naga areas in are still part of for more than 50 years now?
Yeah, definitely it's confusing, because when the government first said incorporation, it was a little bit confusing. Whether is that a solution or it's just subjugation of the previous issue to a new framework. So right now we are using the word incorporation because that's what the government leaders said, so we are not really clear on the definition. But one thing is very certain, yes, you are right. When you say is it not the same thing, because you're still putting it into the same constitution we've been using it for the past 60 years. So yes and no, it's similar. But then again, like I said, if we refer to the 57 constitution of the Jammu and Kashmir state before it was abrogated in 2019, it still enjoyed a functional political, a set of functional political powers, the autonomy of autonomy of the administration of Jammu and Kashmir. So, although it is still part of the Constitution of India, the functionality of the administrative provisions of Jammu and Kashmir was totally different. It was autonomous. So, while it is still in the same constitution, I think, like I said, the functions will be totally different. So, in that case, it is very new too.
All right, I think that's all we'll have for now. Thank you so much, El, for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me, Atu.
Delegations from Nagaland led by Chief Minister Nipiryo, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patton, UDA Chairman T.R. Ziliang, Core Committee Chairman Azo Nina, Member and Minister Niba Krono and 4 other members are in New Delhi to push the long drawn-out Naga political issue with the central government. It may be mentioned that the centre is engaged in discussions with the NSCNIM and 7 Naga national political groups to find a solution to the Naga political issue. The NSCNIM, a key player in the Naga peace talks, has been demanding a separate constitution and a separate flag for the Nagas. On August 3, 2015, a year after the Narendra Modi-led BJP government came to power, the NSCNIM signed a framework agreement in the presence of the Prime Minister.